Ooh. Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Tristan. That's Jacob. Julie is also here. Spider-Man.
Tristan, that fucking sucks.
We talked about a bit. We talked about a bit earlier, and I said I would do it, and it went off without a hitch. Perfectly.
Your bit was that Jacob and Julia didn't get to say their names. It was a very good bit. I'm very happy.
I introduced Spider-Man. I sang
Flawless.
a song.
Can you guys,
I wrote that song.
for anyone watching who is unfamiliar with the show, do you guys want to just say your names for the people?
I mean, Tristan did a great job, but I'm Julia.
Yeah, I'm Jacob.
Great.
I was gonna do a bit where I said I'm J. Jonah Jacobson, and I was gonna do this whole thing.
No.
I had
That
a voice.
sounds way better than what I
That's
did.
That's too late. We already got the one bit. Only one bit per intro.
Well, I'm going to be the one demanding pictures of Spider-Man.
Nice.
Right
That's
now. Spider-Man on PlayStation's coming out. Looks real good. I thought this would be a good time to challenge you all to draw weird versions of Spider-Man that have existed in comics.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
From alternate universes. Let's just get this going. Nathan,
Yes.
you're Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2211.
Oh, I thought we were going to have another Luke situation.
Yeah.
Ew.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2211. So this is that's the year.
Yep.
Okay.
That is the year. Dr. Max Bourne is a time spinner from the year 2211.
Mhm.
And that's why he's Spider-Man 2211.
So he's
I assume
okay.
he changes it every year.
Okay.
Last year he was 2210.
How
Yeah, or maybe
close,
he only intends to do this for 1 year, and he's trying to put a hard limit on himself.
Mm-hmm.
how
No
close
more Spider-Manning after this year, I promised.
Mm-hmm.
how close to regular Spider-Man is future Spider-Man?
Well, he's like Spider-Man with a bunch of like garbage all over him. His armor is bulletproof, includes guided webbing. That's just
Mhm.
from the wiki.
Guided webbing.
Let me
Ugh.
finish, Jacob. Electro webbing, supplied air, 4 mentally controlled cybernetic arms, visual sensors, rocket boots, and a time-traveling engine.
Okay, so he's just sort of he's carrying all this stuff.
Is
He's
he
just
like Batman? Does he have like a utility belt of all this junk?
You know, he's got to carry it somehow.
That's up to Nathan to decide.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
okay.
That would be the idea.
That would be his job.
What was that whole garbo about? What was the oxygen thing? What was that?
Supplied oxygen?
Supply doctor. He's a
Mhm.
scuba diver?
He's
Yeah.
supplied oxygen. I assume he's doing some space work, you know, underwater work.
Spider-Man, you don't gotta go underwater
Spiders
or in
don't go
space.
underwater.
Just
They do now in
Just
the year
hang out.
2211.
You're just supposed to be in Manhattan swinging around saving people from muggers.
Manhattan's
and
got
whatnot.
water.
Is
I
this
suppose.
Spider-Man just a big... Okay, I
But
thought it was
who's-
just a big leg.
Okay, who's doing underwater crimes?
Namor.
Aquaman.
Namor's a
went
bad
bad.
guy in the future?
Sure. He's been a bad guy in the present. He's kind of an asshole.
Really?
No, it's
Hell
not
yeah.
Namor. It's Namor 2211 is doing the crimes.
He's like the exact same Namor, except for he's got like a gray streak in his hair a little bit.
Yeah. I like to think that Spider-Man 2211 just calls everyone else by their hero name followed by 2211 and everyone hates it.
Everyone hates this guy. Is what I'm getting.
At least we do. Everyone in this room
Mhm.
does.
He's just got a big sack with all of his stuff in it, right?
I do
A
like
big,
his little sneaky pose.
a big Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draw different
He's
poses.
Spider Claus.
Spider Claus is coming to
Big
town.
Spider Claus 2211. Here he comes.
Oh, you're going to put a Santa hat on it.
You better watch out. You better not cry. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Spider-Man. That was Batman.
How did you one up the badness of the intro of this episode?
It's
I didn't
okay.
think it would be possible. I thought we got the one bad song in, but we've done it.
So he's got armor, you said?
Bulletproof armor.
bulletproof armor.
Bulletproof armor.
This sounds like something that Frank Miller would have
You
drawn
think
up.
so? This seems
An
like
unnecessarily armored superhero.
He did do it with Batman.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But I think his armor was necessary because he was fighting Superman.
and he's also a human.
and he's also way old.
Yeah, he's also old
Yeah.
as shit and craves death.
It's fun to imagine an old person doing a hurt. 'Cause usually it's just the young people. Doing a hurt is not just a young person's game anymore.
Thanks to armor.
So we've got some armor coming in.
Thanks to armor punch technology.
This is the future armor.
Pew, pew, pew.
It looks very much like medieval armor. but it's
Mhm.
bulletproof. It's
Ah.
bulletproof.
Don't forget about his 4 mind-controlled tentacle arms.
Does he have those? Did you say that?
Tristan said that.
Okay, those are in here.
Yeah, he's got some ox.
Those are in here.
Some Doc Ox.
Doc Ox sounds like
He's
a
got
shoe brand.
he's got
really
the
does.
oxygen tank.
That's a butt.
It's an oxygen tank.
That's a butt with an eye.
It's an oxygen tank. This is the little pressure gauge on it. It's a clock.
Time for oxygen.
That's how you know it's oxygen time. It's got the little this thingy that goes over your nose and mouth.
That's a very short cord.
He's the Spider-Man is such a
Okay,
scam.
I'm razzing Nathan for
Okay.
his inaccuracies on
Okay.
oxygen tank drawings.
Okay, here. You can't tell. You don't know how long it is in
It
there.
could be wrapped up in there a few times.
That's true.
Some
I also
more-
said that like the thing that I'm going to be drawing later today is going to be 100% accurate.
It is going to be later today because I've got to draw. Tell me all the stuff again, Tristan.
Bulletproof armor.
Mm-hmm. He's wearing that.
Guided webbing, electro webbing, supplied air, the cybernetic arms, visual sensors.
Good, I've got one of
I think
those.
visual sensors are just
Kakashi?
eyes. I think,
Yes.
right? I think those are just eyes.
No, they're visual sensors in 2211.
And he's got maybe like a third one up here just
Good.
to like extra,
Not-
just for extra.
Not the full spider eyes. He just like gets one extra eye.
He
Yeah,
just
one
gets
extra
one
eye.
extra, just one up there.
Mm-hmm.
I do hate guided webbing. It makes it sound like he could be just the world's biggest asshole with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can get you wherever you are.
Yeah, like right in your ear.
Ah!
Oh God,
Oh,
God,
Willie.
why?
Oh God.
Web Willie. That's what Willie should call himself.
Oh. Web Willie.
Yeah, Web Willie.
Don't spoil it. You're gonna have to color this, Nathan.
No, I'm not. Julia's has to color this.
Okay. Julia, you have to color this.
Julia, you
There's
must.
so many bits.
There's lots of bits.
Well, I didn't finish.
Oh, there's more. Okay, give me some more.
Rocket boots
Mm-hmm.
and a time traveling engine.
What?
What?
Why do you need to time travel?
Where
Because
does
he's
where
a
has
time
he gotten all
spinner.
this?
Time spinner. I'm so disappointed.
Where did he get all these things?
From the future.
2211.
That's
It's
such
from
a
the year
bad
2211.
answer.
It was the year 2211.
Oh, okay.
Rocket boots.
He's part of an
Rocket
organization
boots.
that tries to prevent disruptions in the time field.
Here's his time engine.
It's a watch.
It's a watch.
He just has a bunch of normal things
He's
that he's
always
calling.
going forward in time.
Calling future names.
Yeah.
My visual sensors and
Like,
my
no,
time
those
engine.
Those are your eyes. Then that's just a watch.
Guided webbing. What do I do for that?
Can be in the sack. Don't worry about
It's
it.
in the sack. There's some other stuff in the sack you
It's in the
can't
sack.
see.
Yeah.
He's got his rocket boots because I remembered that when I drew this pose. So that's what's going on there.
He's skating.
Nathan, this looks great.
I
Yeah.
feel like this guy, he doesn't even have to prevent crime because he has the excuse that he's time traveling.
Yeah, it's like
So he's like, I've already stopped
yeah.
so many crimes. You can't prove I didn't.
I can always just go back in time and solve this later.
Yeah. My husband is dead, Spider-Man. Yeah, I'll get to it.
All right, I'm looking him up. Oh, look at this guy.
That
He's a
can't be
bug-oid.
official art.
Look at
Yeah.
this
That
friend.
looks like trash. This guy sucks so bad, Tristan.
Someone else draw.
Me,
All right.
me please.
It's Jacob's turn. All right, your Spider-Man is Spider-Boy.
That's just a boy version of Spider-Man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I have hot news for you.
Do you?
Spider-Boy is from the Amalgam Universe when Marvel and DC Comics combined into one universe.
Oh, is it Superboy plus Spider-Man?
It is Superboy plus Spider-Man.
Oh my
You
God.
didn't fuck me after all. You gave me a treasure gift.
I gave you a super teen, is what I gave you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, dude.
Finally a good teen for Jacob to draw. Jacob
Yeah, I
usually is
can't
stuck
wait.
drawing bad teens, but this is a good teen.
Tell me about Spider-Boy, Super Spider-Man Boy.
The Amalgam Universe is really confusing and weird. And it's got some of the weirdest designs ever. There's like Batman plus Wolverine is like Dark Claw. And they all have convoluted origin stories. Spider-Boy is not Superboy, like young Superman and Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's more like Ben Reilly, the clone Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
also Connor Kent, the cloned Superboy.
Oh, is he the dope one?
So he's a double clone?
He's a double clone.
He's
yeah.
a double clone.
Love
So
it, love it.
He was created when scientists, including an interning Peter Parker, tried to clone Super Soldier, who is Superman plus Captain America put together.
Oh my
Okay.
god! Stop putting everyone together. What is wrong with you
This
guys?
is like a fandom.
It's a mashup T-shirt.
When did this
Yeah.
happen?
It's in the 90s.
Wow, they were on that Just Two Things tip
Yeah.
way ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
way
for
ahead of the
sure.
game. So they wanted to clone him, but it went wrong. There was an explosion.
Oh,
Peter
no
Parker
way.
died in the explosion.
Cool.
Dang.
But now this experimented clone has gravity manipulation powers,
Whoa.
and that's how he walks on walls.
Cool.
And he's like, "Oh, I
Does he
act like a
shoot webs?
spider."
Because I really committed to this web pose.
Okay.
It's a good spider pose.
He shoots webs, but like literally out of a gun.
What?
Yeah, it's a pistol.
Whoa.
No, Jacob, don't undo that erase. He's holding the gun in that hand.
Oh.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld this gun in hand, please.
Yeah.
Maybe he is. Maybe you're right. Let's just make that finger go there. He does have his pinky out.
Yeah,
to
pinky
be,
out.
Polite.
I don't want you you drew such a good hand. We must
Just gonna
use it.
rotate this thumb to make up for where the gun will be. He's doing sort of like the reverse gangsta
Mhm.
position. Like
Uh-huh.
normally you tilt it the other way, but he's going palm up.
He's going under. It's really the kickback from that gun would break a lesser man's arm in that position.
Yeah, this is just gonna be like a big motherfucker.
Yeah, but
of
it just
a
shoots.
pistol.
It just shoots web.
Yeah, but it just shoots web.
It's like Reaper's gun from Overwatch, but it shoots
But
little
it shoots
webs.
little webs.
Yeah, it's like gonna be a cool, edgy gun.
He's so edgy. This is a good teen.
Yeah, and it's gonna have sort of like Nathan did, the web aesthetic.
Yeah, you got to get that web aesthetic on there. I was disappointed with the lack of web aesthetic on the future Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
does
what
just
I'm
have
calling him.
a big revolver chamber
Mhm.
where he puts the cartridges.
Yeah, the web cartridges.
They're organic web cartridges. He makes himself.
Ew.
He secretes.
Ew, don't.
Cartridges.
No. Does he? Is that true?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Don't say things like
Where
that.
do you buy that?
It's not funny.
Don't say shit like that, Tristan. We believe you.
If it's not real, I don't want to know about
Yeah.
it. He's doing this whole thing
So
here.
far, you got one arm.
Yeah, well, I got into some territory with the
You
gun.
got one arm and a sweet pose.
Yeah,
Let's not discount the sweet pose.
Don't discount the sweet pose. I'm just got to get this gun sort of worked out here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's gonna have like a little slot that it shoots webbing out of.
Would you call that a Dan slot?
Would I call it a what?
Nobody reads
Oh, Dan
comics.
slot.
It's-
I get it.
it's
I
fine.
get it. Okay, I'm adjusting this a bit so that he's
I didn't get it. I just want to say I didn't get it.
Dan Slott wrote Spider-Man comics for the last 10 years.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Thank
So
you.
he's gonna be like on like a rooftop instead of like flying through the air.
Okay.
So he's like up here.
What?
Like
It's like
squatting
super
for no
squatting.
reason.
Yeah.
yeah,
He-
it's a Spider-Man sort of
Listen,
move.
he's so powerful that he needs to give himself some challenges to
Mhm.
do.
Mm-hmm.
He's working on his flexibility here.
while
He's
he fights
stretching.
crime. I just want to know more about the Amalgam universe, honestly. Is it good? Is it a good read?
Ooh, good is so.
Is it fun? Is it enjoyable?
It's kind of fun. Kind of. They
Is-
combine the Joker and Sabretooth.
Uh-huh.
For I want to say it's the hyena, the laughing hyena. Maybe
Oh,
it looks. It's rough, but it's also kind of fun
I
in
was
like a
imagining
90s
like
way.
a happy cat.
It's not really a happy
like a
cat. It's like a
jokey-
kind of a mean cat.
Like a mean cat, like a mean happy cat. Well,
It looks-
Joker's, yeah.
It does look like the villain of the Broadway show Cats.
Oh, that's fun.
I haven't seen Cats. I would say Amalgam is fun in a 90s fan art kind of way. It's very
Cool.
silly.
Nice. How long is it? Just like a one-off, or
No, there's tons and tons of different comics. So Spider-Boy got his own comic. There was a Spider-Man team-up comic. There was a Super Soldier comic. I forget who Wonder Woman was fused with.
What's the premise? Why does this happen?
Well, universes merge. It's like a MK versus DC situation. You know,
Mhm.
Marvel versus Capcom, that kind of thing. Only they are all the same character.
That's great. I can't wait for them to bring that to the movies.
Yeah, I don't know if
When
that'll.
Warner Brothers and Disney finally merge.
Who directs that bad boy?
That's gonna have to be a merge of Joss Whedon and
Mhm.
Zack Snyder.
Okay.
Jazak Sweden.
Jazak
Sweden,
Sweden.
huh?
From
think I follow
visionary
them on
director Javak Sweden.
Look at this good teen. He's got such a strong jaw.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got like the Superman jaw, Superboy hair,
Yeah.
the one who's like the
Yeah.
90s one.
Yeah.
Half mask.
Uh-huh.
We got a half mask situation on our hands.
Uh-huh.
I like this design. I hope this is exactly what he looks like, or I will be disappointed.
He still only has one arm.
He doesn't need another arm. He's already so strong.
I feel like
Let's
the
make
gun
this
the
one
gun
like
would work
this.
if he was standing up, like, and the gun was like 3 feet like higher in the air.
Well, then how's he going to show off this booty?
You're right. My
Donk.
bad.
Ooh.
That is a tradition.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's doing like a squat to show off the glutes, the gams and the glutes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm
Tristan?
No, I do.
Tristan,
I
do you
do.
specifically know what I'm saying?
Canonically, this is why he does this.
So he's in sort of like an intense crouch here. So he can show all that off.
And secrete the spider cartridges at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah,
He can load them right in.
That's how those come
just
out, yeah.
straight out of his butt
They're just like pop,
into the gut. They're
pop, pop, and those
There
are gonna
they-
load. Those are gonna load
He's
right in.
literally making that booty pop.
Those are gonna come right out of there. There's one coming out right now.
it's good.
So those are gonna pop right in there, no problem.
I like to think he says it out loud too every time he does it.
Yeah, well, that's the Spider-Man
just
like
pop.
quippy Spider-Man. I don't know enough about Superboy, but he says it. Yeah.
Yeah, he says pop.
What's his other arm gonna be doing?
Where's his other arm, Jacob?
I
You've
got
been
Uh,
avoiding it.
He doesn't have one.
Okay.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
there was
part
a
of the
terrible
cloning-
accident.
Oh, no.
Cloning process,
It's exploded,
yeah. So
yeah.
he is just a one-armed Spider-Man.
I'm surprised it's taken us this long to just be like, no, I don't feel like drawing that appendage. He just doesn't have it.
He just doesn't have it. Well,
he just
he's,
doesn't have
he's a
it.
good character because he's kind of a representative, for like
This is-
differently abled people.
Right.
Like he's a hero
Who
they can do,
also-
except he does poop cartridges.
Yep. It's not the best
It's not the best,
representation, but
it's something. We're heading in I think the right direction
Oh,
here.
God.
This pose is such a fucking
I
disaster.
love it. No, it's so much more interesting than like just trying to draw like the classic hands on the hips
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
superhero pose.
totally. He's just up on the building tops, just popping.
He's popping.
caps.
He's popping from the top.
Yeah, he's popping and topping. He needs like a cape, right?
You know what?
No, Superboy just wears a shirt, right?
Oh, he's got like the denim like jacket thing,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
put a jacket on that.
Yeah,
pose.
we're gonna put like a jacket on this.
Sleeves rolled up, good.
Yeah, sleeves rolled up. So yeah, he's just got on like a cool guy jacket. There's a collar.
Mm-hmm.
I want a bigger collar, I think. Big collar, wearing a jacket.
Jacob, recently you've been one-upping my nightmare drawings before we get to me, and I don't appreciate you stealing my gig.
I just noticed that he's got like one cartridge like in the chamber.
Yeah.
yeah, there's one coming out.
Yeah. So is he not wearing pants, or is there just a hole there we can't see?
His suit is designed
Uh-huh.
for this exact purpose.
Okay, so there's just a hole.
You think we have cloning technology? We don't have like cartridge pooping technology?
Whole butt open technology.
Whole butt open technology, yeah. Tony Stark made it.
I like how it's like long underwear has that like flap, and he just has this hole, just like.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just got a hole. Okay. Let me just
You don't need to draw
just
the
rough
bricks.
It's
in.
fine.
I'm just roughing it in.
Okay.
Just
Windows.
just setting the scene a
Just
little
some
bit.
windows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe when you color it, put like one horrified person just sort of looking out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. You don't need to draw that right now.
No, I'm not going to draw right now. This is Spider Boy.
Oh,
Spider
man.
Boy.
Look
Look him up.
Oh,
Aw.
he actually does kind of look like this.
You
I know,
got
you
the-
got the hair right.
The hair and the mask is,
Then the jacket
and the jacket
Mhm.
and the gun.
and the gun. He's even in kind of a same. Look at this pose. He looks like he's ready to poop a cartridge.
Jacob,
I'm pretty pleased with this. I think I
Jacob,
got
you
pretty
did it.
close. Yeah, I think I did pretty good.
that's great.
Okay, Julia, you're Spider-Man.
Okay.
Pestilence.
There's just a Spider-Man named after
What?
a horseman.
There's a
Just-
Spider-Man that is a horseman.
Oh,
the apocalypse. Pestilence.
What?
Peter
That-
Parker Pestilence.
Peter
Peter
Piper
Parker
picked
picked
a
a-
peck of pickled
Pestilence.
Oops. What?
All right.
This is from an alternate reality in a Cable and Deadpool comic where Cable is war, the Blob is famine. I think that's a joke.
Classic.
And someone else is in the mix. I want to say Archangel is still in there. But Peter Parker is evil. He loves to eat bones.
Okay.
Suck out the marrow.
Okay.
Does he still do puns? Does he still do his puns? Like
whatever you're kind of come up with now.
I've
is
got
gonna
a
be better than
bone
what's
to
in the-
pick with
I've got
you.
a bone to pick with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's on one. I want to say like 6 pages total in all of the Marvel universe.
Okay.
And like in 2 of those pages he's talking, and the other 4 he's getting his ass kicked.
By who? By Cable or Deadpool?
Deadpool and Deadpool's buddies.
Deadpool and his friends just show up.
Deadpool and the Deadpool crew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I heard that he eats bones and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's happening?
He
Yeah.
eats bones, love to suck out the marrow.
Does he have a horse?
None that I saw.
No.
Oh, that changes my
He
plan.
does have 4
Yours can have a
arms.
horse.
You're gonna have a horse.
Ain't no reason yours.
Yeah,
Nothing in the rule book
listen.
says yours can't have a horse.
If he's not in very much, then I think there's room to sort of add to
Yeah.
the lore.
Yeah, maybe he has one. He just wasn't on it in that
Yeah,
comic.
he got beat up too much by Deadpool and his friends.
I think we can make this canon.
He was never able to ride again.
Deadpool and his friends. If that's not a title, it should be.
Mhm.
Friends of Deadpool.
They just go around causing a ruckus.
Yeah.
Julia, I can't help but notice you've drawn another handsome man.
Oh, look at this
So
guy.
I've read only one Spider-Man comic,
Okay.
and it was the Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb comic.
Oh, yeah, blue?
And he's a pretty handsome nerdo boy in that.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm going off of.
Okay.
Can you give me any information or repeat the information you've given me so far?
He's a horseman of the apocalypse,
Yes.
Pestilence.
Yes.
He has 4 arms.
Oh, he has 4 arms. That's right.
He eats bones.
Eats bones. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Is it X-Men Apocalypse? Or is
Yes.
it Okay, so X-Men Apocalypse goes and he's like, doesn't need to be regular mutants. Just give me anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Or is Peter Parker a mutant in this world?
I think he was Peter Parker until he was summoned or commissioned to be a horseman.
Sort of a freelance gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's always
Non-union.
short on cash.
That looks like a leak.
Okay.
This is
well,
like far-fetched.
Yeah, he's
Right.
far-fetched
There
now.
you go. That's a good
That's a bone.
That's a bone. He's like a puppy.
He is. He loves
He's
it.
chomping on it. So there's a little bit of blood
Okay.
coming out, or just a
Bone
dramatic-
shadow, maybe?
Just a dramatic bone shadow.
well, because okay. Now, okay.
Hey, Julia, what will your Spider-Man poop?
Bone shards. I don't know, dude.
He will poop bone shards. I guess
Yeah.
that's accurate.
I
Yeah.
think if you eat marrow, you don't poop. That's the problem. It
It-
solidifies in your stomach.
Stops you right up.
My dog. Y'all want to hear a story about eating marrow?
I'm
I do
surprised you
now.
have one.
So my dad got my dog a bone from the butcher, a big old bone.
Mhm.
My dog ate it all. He just didn't chew on it. He just ate it.
Just ate the whole bone.
And then it all solidified in his stomach. He's a small dog. He couldn't he couldn't get it out. Ended up having surgery and stuff.
So he ate the bone, and then the bone turned into a different bone. It rebonified inside.
Yes, it all I want to say calcified. That sounds like a cool word.
Yeah, it does.
It all kind of condensed and hardened, and it needed to be surgically removed. And it was very expensive. I don't know if I'll tell it. It's too late. My dad will never listen to this. So he was trying to dissolve the stone beforehand without surgery, which involves
The bone
squirting,
stone. Yeah.
which involves squirting a bunch of Listerine ass stuff up his butt.
Oh man, poor dog.
And so he was doing this out. He was doing this out in the yard, and he was halfway through the bottle when all of a sudden something went wrong. The lid slipped. It all came rushing back.
So the dog just fire hosed your dad.
Basically, and then he had to pay for the surgery.
Oh my god, what a nightmare. So can you represent that in this drawing, Julia?
That's a pretty gross and embarrassing thing. The only thing that could be worse than that is having that story broadcast out to hundreds of thousands of
I was
people on the internet.
thinking about that. I made a judgment call.
It's for the good of everyone.
We did it for the lulz.
We did it for the lulz, and we can't,
Sorry,
you can't-
Dad, it was for the lulz.
It was 20 years ago. It's
Our family is ruined, Tristan.
That's what Tristan's dad sounds like.
It's me, your father.
Look at this.
What's going on here?
Well, he's got Okay.
He's got a droopy pack.
He's got a real sharp thing happening back there.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that sharp thing, Julia Drew.
Is he wearing a spider suit or is he shirtless?
He's wearing a little spider suit.
Okay.
It's gonna be apparent in a second.
Okay.
He pulled the mask down so he could munch bones
Oh,
easier.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, because I feel like if I drew him with the mask on and he was doing something just odd, that he would look like Deadpool, and I didn't want that.
Sure,
if I
sure, sure.
could
No,
remember how
yeah.
hands do,
He's
that would
not-
be wonderful.
As a horseman of the apocalypse, I don't think he's as concerned about protecting his secret identity
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for his loved ones.
Sure.
Be my guess.
Oh, he got one little arm.
That's
His little bone grabber. He uses that one to grab the
I did not specify
bones.
the size of the arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got a little bone arm.
It's
and
so
then
he can
he's
pick
got-
the exact bone he wants.
Oh, does he have spider legs?
He does have little spider legs.
Can he at least have a big spider butt?
Julia, this is the one
Or are
step
those just
away
coming
from,
out of his back?
from James gonna request some sort of poop situation coming up here.
He starts by
Well, I
asking
think
for
that
the butt.
yeah, in this scenario, now that I know that if you eat a bone, it calcifies, and you have to have Listerine sprayed into your butt.
If you
I don't
give
think you have
Jacob
to.
booty, he's gonna want some poop.
Don't say that. The Drawfee fandom already says enough things about me.
Oh, but he also has regular person legs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's.
Oh, I see.
Those are his arms? Or
Well,
those...
he has 4 arms, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
So two of them are spider legs.
Yeah.
He's
But he
got
calls them
spider leg
arms.
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that spiders have like just 8 arms that they walk on, right?
I don't want to think
you
about
could
that.
argue that.
Because they
You could argue that they're all fingies.
I really don't want to think about that.
and spiders are just hands.
Spiders are just hands, and the legs are just fingies.
Listen, canonically, spiders' first 2 things are their arms,
Uh-huh.
because they do all the little stuff with them.
Well, they do it with their hind legs too, right?
If you've seen the
But that's them
movie
doing it with their feet.
James and the Giant
Nope.
Peach, it's 2 arms.
Mhm.
6 feet.
It's 4 sets of arms and 2 sets of arms, 4 arms. If you've seen the movie James and
We broke Nathan.
Nathan, you okay over there?
can't. I'm trying to look at this guy.
Uh-huh.
Don't
what's
try to look at him.
Oh,
Don't
What's,
look directly at him.
What's happened up there?
What, oh,
I decided that he wasn't buggy enough
Okay.
or pestilency enough.
Oh, he's
Okay.
just wearing a bug hat?
So he's got a little bug hat.
Okay,
Is
so
that-
he's got a mask but also a hat.
Would you say that's his head or his hat?
You know my firm stance on this. It's his head.
It's,
Oh, it is a kind
it's
of
his
a
head?
toad.
It's his head.
Okay, so the mask is just for the lower part, but he does have some hair coming out
Yeah.
the bottom.
Don't question it too much.
I will eat your bones.
Okay. So, all right.
Mario.
Is this the horse?
Yeah, it's the horse.
Is it just?
Oh, I hope it's
is-
just a fat horse.
It's for sure not, but that is a great visual. I'm
Jake's
Spider-Man.
telling
I'm
us
obviously
a lot
a
about all
horse.
of his requests
Oh,
today.
Yeah.
I hope it's just a fat horse.
Oh, it would be exquisite to view a fat horse.
Julia, would you do me the honor?
I'm not
of
going to.
Julia,
drawing
could you please present me with
Just
just a
one.
fat horse? Just one, just once,
Okay.
please.
Okay, yeah, hold on.
Oh, what's this?
It's Jacob's stupid fat horse. All right.
Oh, yes! Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh, that was so
Yeah,
much-
yeah. Oh, no.
Yay,
No.
the best of both worlds.
It's not.
You done did it.
No, I hate this way more.
You
Well,
asked for
I
a
like
fat
it.
horse.
I like it now.
Could this horse have like a cutie mark on it?
Yeah, like a little Spider-Man.
It says no.
Can we also just acknowledge this dude like walking in on a situation
Yeah,
on this
it's-
little like
The other horsemen show up and they're pretty scary.
Mhm.
And then it's like, and pestilence.
He's got a look on his face like he's doing something very cool.
yeah.
And he's absolutely not.
This
like
is
he-
the coolest I've
He
ever
got
been.
on the horse and did not look at it.
I hate this thing that I've drawn.
I'm
And
a
I don't know what to do
spider.
about it.
Man.
So I guess I'm looking it up.
Look at
Oh.
Mr. Longhair.
Oh, he's gross.
that's him.
Oh.
He does a little scurry.
He doesn't wear a mask. You got that right, because
Yeah.
he's a horseman. Doesn't need to
Yeah,
hide
I didn't
his
think he
identity.
needed one.
What a team of douchebags.
What are these legs doing? He's doing like a Jacob pose.
He's
Yeah.
doing the pose.
He's trying to do the pose, but he's got too many legs to do it right. Tristan, we got these pictures of Spider-Man on your desk by 5
wow.
p.m. Do we get paid or?
These aren't Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we did mess that one up, huh?
Are we fired?
I mean, you're not hired.
Okay.
Let's put it
That's
that
fair.
way.
We'll never get a job at the Daily Bugle for now.
Maybe later, but not for now.
This has been Drawfee. Let us know what else you want us to mess up. Check us out on all of our various social platforms. We've got a store. We're on Twitch.
Y'all on TikTok?
Link in the description.
Just asking. Just trying to hype you
I
up
don't
here.
know what that is. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
We are sorry.
We are sorry.
We're sorry.
We're
Spider-Man.
sorry.